It's a big night here on Evenings LALATE, LALATE Live, Crypto Live, and Wall Street Live as the markets surge on one major announcement. Meta killing it overnight in corporate earnings release. The stock is up $36 today, 24%, surging the entire U.S. economy, also crypto, and signaling that a bull market is underway, followed up by Ford with massive sales of its trucks in the month of January. Boy, folks, we have a big broadcast tonight with massive stimulus checks as well. 2023 stimulus checks have passed for you, and we're going to go over how to get these huge 2020 pass for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income. We're going to go over all these incredible 2023 stimulus checks in tonight's broadcast. We're going to first go over the checks, how they became law, from Joe Biden, A to C, from the Congress, E to K, and then L to Q that I found thereafter. Then we'll go over to monster checks after that, $500,000 stimulus checks. These incredible stimulus checks heat up this broadcast, but then later in the broadcast, we're going to go over the latest details of what's going on with this economy that is currently in a bull market run, not going into a recession. The latest heated up from Meta with a massive earnings beat overnight, propelling the U.S. economy and the Dow and the S&P to its best levels in nearly 6 months. Ford followed up thereafter with massive news of discretionary spending by the U.S. consumers. Their trucks are selling in record numbers than ever before. And later in this broadcast, we'll be jumping into crypto as Mana, Decentraland, on fire. The case on that massive news from Facebook overnight. And then we'll be jumping over the coins to stock. I first detailed them this morning on this channel, and look what they're doing right now. Plus, we'll go over that incredible membership newsletter that got a brand new face overnight. Now features everything from stimulus checks for USSI, SSDI veterans, big stimulus checks, $500,000, and also features stocks, crypto, and gets updates throughout the day, and has had the latest details on what to get into and where to get it as quickly as you can. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, it's a big show tonight. I'm so excited you're here. Let's get to the breaking news, and all tonight for February 2023. The deliciousness starts right here, right now, as a big new show for Evenings LALATE in prime time starts right here from the shores of Santa Monica, California, this February 2023. And good evening. Tonight we have a whole different U.S. economy than nearly a week ago. Why? Because recession is likely not happening like we originally thought. Inflation's going away. A bull market's underway. The crypto winter is not happening. And a massive run to the upside is underway. And we're going to go over the latest details of what started overnight. It's a big show with big stimulus. Let's go right into that stimulus right now. 2023 is a great year for stimulus because why? It's a combination of 3 years of stimulus checks already passed, still law, and I'm going to go over these huge stimulus checks for you. What are we going to do in tonight's broadcast? First, we're going to go over the stimulus checks, how they became law. We're going to go through A to C from Joe Biden, E to K from Congress. Then we'll take a break before we get to L to Q, and I'll go over that membership newsletter. You want to become a member right now, go run this video, join this channel, and I'm going to show you how to get these incredible 2023 stimulus checks, all law. And then we'll go back into the continuation of L to Q stimulus checks. Next up, we'll go over to other checks, nearly $500,000 stimulus check are unemployment PEBT checks as well. Later in this broadcast, we go into Crypto Wall Street Live, and we'll go over the latest details of what happened with Meta that propelled the U.S. economy to its best numbers in nearly 6 months. Ford, that came in with massive sales of its trucks in the month of January, showing that discretionary spending is back on. Well, the latest details on the coins to make big money today, because this is all about making money. It's LALATE. We have brand new coins for you to stock across the board. Boy, it's a great show tonight. I'm so excited you're here. Welcome to all the brand new members. Let's go right into those 2023 stimulus checks. First, let's understand who these 2023 stimulus checks are for. They're for you. These are stimulus checks for you, SSI. Stimulus checks for you, SSDI. Stimulus checks for you, veterans. Stimulus checks for you, low income. If you made less than $75,000, go get them. Who are these from? These are from the federal government, from the U.S. Congress, from the President of the United States. They were passed over the last 3 years. Now, the way that stimulus works is that once it becomes law, it remains law, so long as it's still funded, and these are still funded. And we're going to go over all these incredible checks for you and show you how to get them. First, we're going to do A to C from Joe Biden. Then we're going to do E to K from Congress, and then L to Q. But after C, we're going to take a break and look at that incredible membership newsletter. Have you become a member? Join the channel right now. These are stimulus checks for you, and we're getting monster sums of money in tonight's broadcast. Let's jump right into those first 3 checks. Stimulus checks A, B, and C were passed by Joe Biden in the spring of last year, and they are just really wonderful. How much money is there? A lot of it. Nearly 100,000 checks, A, B, and C. Over this broadcast, all these checks are for renters with the exception of stimulus check A, which is only for homeowners. And Joseph Biden did those first 3 checks, A, B, and C, by executive action spring of last year, and it's just absolutely incredible. We'll go over each of those A, B, and C stimulus checks for you in just a second. Then Congress came along and passed other stimulus checks in a series of bills in spring of last year, establishing stimulus checks E through K. I'm going to go over those in just a second as well. Then I found more checks for you, L and M, N and O, and P and Q. And these are paying out, on average, a lot of money. LALATE is different than anything else you've ever seen because this is the #1 most watched financial news channel in this subject matter in America. I've gotten people $15 million, and I get people massive sums of stimulus, not 3 pennies in a fountain. 18 months, $3,000 a month, 5 checks across the board is the average across the board. So without a delay, let's go right into the stimulus checks A, B, and C. We'll take a break at E to go over that membership newsletter, and then we'll go to L to Q. These are stimulus checks for you, SSI. Go get them. Stimulus checks for you, SSDI. Go get them. SSA, stimulus checks for you. Go get them. Veterans, low income. These are stimulus checks from the federal government for U.S. Americans in U.S. states and U.S. territories. The way that stimulus works is that once it becomes law, it remains law, so long as it's still funded. And these are generally all still funded. Congress passes laws, and it's not their job to tell you about the laws. It's your job to learn about it. But you learn about it here. And I've been doing it for over 3 years. So let's go to those first 3 checks, A, B, and C, starting right now. Stimulus check A is the only check, which I'm featuring tonight, which is for homeowners only. And stimulus check A is a beautiful $6,500 to $12,000 stimulus check. How do you get it? Subscribe, go under this video, become a member, and go right down to that membership newsletter to stimulus check A. Click the link and go grab it. I'll go over how that membership newsletter works after we're done with stimulus check C. Now let's continue with all the other checks that are for everyone, especially my renters. Stimulus check B is the longest of the paying stimulus checks. I have a lot of different stimulus checks in this recording, and some are different for different reasons, but this one pays the most months. 18 months, 5 checks per month, $3,000 across the board. Renters, homeowners, everyone across the board. How do you get them? You go under this video, become a member, join this channel, and start getting these incredible stimulus checks B in that newsletter. We'll work through that newsletter one at a time in this broadcast. Again, stimulus check B is the best of getting long payouts because it pays so many months of stimulus checks. Now, in addition to stimulus check B, you're then going to continue to stimulus check C, which is for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. And in the membership newsletter, it tells you the 12 places to reach out to, what to say, and how to say it. No one's gotten people more money for stimulus anywhere in American U.S. history than LALATE. $30,000 of rent is much the case all the time. So go under this video, join the channel. At Stimulus Check C in the membership newsletter, it tells you who to call, what to say, and how to say it. 12 different places for that beautiful rent. Do you want $30,000 of rent? Become a member right now. Utilities. Do you want 14, 18 months of utilities across the board? Yes, you do. Your water, your electric, your heating oil, 5 bills per month. You want that? Become a member. These are stimulus checks for you, SSI, SSDI, veterans, low income. Go get them. In the membership newsletter, all detailed there across the board. Combinations of checks. You got one check, we'll get another check, because I have a lot of different checks for you to get in tonight's broadcast. Nisi listened and learned, and she went from 23,000 to 50,000. Mark listened and learned, and he went from 32,000 to 50,000 to 100,000 to 166,000. And here is the beautiful Lorraine, and she went from a whopping $105,000 to $150,000. Now, 2023 stimulus checks are paying out people even more than $150,000. Dragon, triple member to all three channels, has gotten over $170,000. We've had a lot of viewers get over $200,000. Again, the average is 18 months, 5 checks per month, about $3,000 across the board. So far, we've done the first 3 stimulus checks categories for 2023. Stimulus checks A, B, and C from Joe Biden. Remember, all the checks I have for you in the earliest part of this broadcast are the same eligibility. These are stimulus checks for you, SSI, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income. It's all passed. It's law. You have to pounce and get them. And they're paying on average about 18 months, 5 checks per month, $3,000 across the board. Now, before we continue to the next group of checks that came from Congress, E through K, let's take a break and let's look at that membership newsletter. So far you're very excited about A, B, and C. You love B because it pays a lot of months, but you want to know how to get these checks. Step 1, go into the video, join the channel. Join LATE 1 or LATE 2 or LATE 3. Join any of the 3 channels of this broadcasting family. Next, subscribe. It's free to subscribe to all 3 channels. And then go into that membership newsletter and start getting these stimulus checks. So far, we've done A to C, but let's look at that membership newsletter for a second before we go into stimulus check E. Here it is. The membership newsletter is at news.lalate.com/newsletter. It's a second brand new location. At news.lalate.com/newsletter, I do all the work for you. I put all the application links to go in and start getting stimulus checks. A, B, C, E to K, L to Q. All you have to do is go right in there and pounce. The newsletter is better than ever before, better than even last night. What's going on? First, the newsletter is a website, so it's live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can go into that newsletter right now. You can become a member right this second while watching this video, joining under the video where it says join the channel. And then the website is live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In fact, you don't even have to write the website address down. It's at the top of the chat, the pinned comment, and the description of virtually every video on all 3 of the LATE broadcasting channels, 1, 2, and 3. Once you're in that website, you want to grab that password for the most recent posts on your member channel. It's a pride of membership. And in that membership protected newsletter, you can go right in and start applying for all those incredible stimulus checks. A, B, C, E to K, and L to Q. Those incredible stimulus checks live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for you to pounce and get. And we'll be going over the brand new stimulus checks coming up later in this broadcast. But boy, did you check what happened overnight? The membership newsletter now features more elements than ever before. The membership newsletter now features not only your latest moves on stocks, crypto, but also the coins for you to track in the morning. So now you don't have to wait to the end of the day. I'm already updating that newsletter 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So this morning before the sun rose, I found the stocks and the coins were up 26% today. Immediately putting that news into that newsletter, I sent out a message to you as members. I said, go stock these coins. Everything is an incredible membership newsletter. More about that in a second. Now let's continue into the other stimulus checks, E through K, that came from Congress, and they're just absolutely incredible. After the President of the United States passed those first stimulus checks, A, B, C, came other stimulus checks, and those are E through K. Same eligibility. Stimulus check E, $7,500. F, $4,000 stimulus check. Love it. Stimulus check G, 30% off. Stimulus check H, $2,000. Stimulus check I, a beautiful $8,000 stimulus check. J, $8,000 stimulus check. And K, a $14,000 stimulus check. So these are A, B, and C from Joe Biden. E through K from Congress. But after that, I found you more stimulus checks, and those are L to Q. Again, same eligibility. These are for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income. Have you become a member? Do it right now and go right into that membership and get those incredible stimulus checks. Stimulus check B is the check that pays the most months. So in that regards, it's a great check. But stimulus check N is a very popular check because of a brand new computer, a laptop, and free internet. Wow. And I found that for you as well. Let's turn to stimulus check L to Q starting right now in the membership newsletter. Stimulus check L, $100,000 on average of loan industry money. M, $4,000 grant. N, there you go. Free computer, brand new tablet, brand new laptop, absolutely incredible. Stimulus check O, zero down payment, zero closing costs on a brand new mortgage. And stimulus P and Q. P is a 3% refi, and Q is an $8,000 stimulus check. So there you go. Your beautiful stimulus checks for 2023 law passed for you. Members have been getting them every single day on this channel for years, and this month as well. And how do you get them? You go under this video, become a member right now. Do not delay. These are stimulus checks for you, SSI, SSI, SSDI, SSA. Same eligibility across the board. These beautiful stimulus checks, E through A to Q. Go get them across the board. 18 months, 5 checks per month, $3,000 across the board is what you want to advocate for and try to pounce for left and right. Now, in addition to those stimulus checks that pay out so much money, I also have other stimulus checks in tonight's broadcast for other people. And these stimulus checks for other people are children, small business owners, and unemployed people. First, stimulus check R. Get ready for this. Get ready for this one, folks. A $500,000 stimulus check. What is this? If you had an employee in 2019 when the pandemic hit, and you kept them on staff in 2020, the whole year, and then a quarter or 3/4 of 2021, you're getting paid $26,000 per employee. You heard me right. If it's 20 employees, you're getting $500,000 of stimulus. $500,000 of stimulus in 2023. It's called Stimulus Check R, but in the membership newsletter, it's the Employee Tax Retention Credit. That is why LA is number one. No one else has this type of detail, this type of news for you 24 hours a day, and it's all for the same price of that membership newsletter. What about children's checks? So if you had children who had to stay home from the schools during the pandemic and you had to pay for their meals when the schools would normally pay for their meals, more PEBT checks are coming out to you across the board. So watch for those. And finally, unemployment stimulus. Unemployment stimulus is so important because if you were laid off as a W-2 employee anytime recently, you're entitled to that as well. Step one, file the claim. Go to your state's Department of Unemployment, file the claim. List the date at which you were fired a W-2 employee. On step one, you're going to be asked, willing to work? Yes. Able to work? Yes. Done. Claim is approved. Step two, they're going to ask you for those weeks that you were unemployed as a W-2 fired employee. Do you want to check? Yes. And you do each week at a time until you bring it up to the present. There you go. All that incredible stimulus is for you, and it's just absolutely wonderful. A lot of money and a lot of details, but let's go over why the situation changed so dramatically with this economy in just a blink of an eye. Of course, I was the guy that told you that the U.S. economy is going into a hard, deep recession for 2 years. Of course. I told you labor was going to fall apart. But suddenly, about 5 days ago, remember that graphic? I said there's a couple of indications of bull market's underway. Bull market's up. I said if we break through that S&P level, that would be a big indication that we're going up. If labor holds up more, and if corporate earnings hold up as well, that'd also be an indication we're going up. Well, here we go. That is why LA is on fire. There's 3 channels, LA1, LA2, and LA3. On channel 2, you have Stimulus Live that airs Monday through Sunday at about, what time is it? 6 o'clock. On channel 3, we have Crypto Wall Street Live, which has been absolutely a jaw-dropping, massive hit. It airs every night at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And now you realize why it's so important to be part of this incredible community. Because when the markets change very quickly, I have my finger on the button, you have your pulse, your hand on the pulse, and you see it's time to pounce. And that's what happened about 2 weeks ago when I said, it's looking like a bull market. It's not looking like a deep recession. It's looking like we're heading up, get ready to rock and roll. And if you remember the time, I had a graphic that said if we break through a running line for that S&P 500, we may have a big 2023 year to make money. And that happened today. We broke through the 5-month resistance level on the S&P 500 when Meta, the parent company of Facebook, overnight reported corporate earnings that blew out the market, blew this economy straight up, took tech-heavy NASDAQ straight up with it, took crypto up with it. And this is how things change very quickly in money. And that's why you watch LA. Because I report 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In fact, I sent out this alert last night in the middle of the night and this morning. As soon as Meta was pulling crypto up with it, I immediately added this into the membership newsletter. So now the membership newsletter is even being updated throughout the night and the morning, and I'm sending out messages when I'm updating it. Every coin was up 20% this morning, practically. 20% return your investment in one day? You can retire on that, folks. You don't have to do much of anything. We'll go over which coins are running, why they were running. We'll be looking at the big coins as well in the big second half. We'll be looking at Ford, because I love this report. Big discretionary spending is underway again. And of course, we'll start with the story that started it all. Meta, the parent company of Facebook. We'll be looking at some charts as well in the big second half. 3 shows. LA1, LA2, and LA3. Channel 1, the whole markets. Channel 2, Stimulus Live. And Channel 3, Crypto Wall Street Live. We have a big second half. I'm excited you're here. For the shores of Santa Monica, California, we got a lot coming up today and tonight. We're just getting started. I'll see you back in 60 seconds. Don't forget to become a member and start getting all this incredible information updated throughout the day in that membership newsletter. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. They're at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. It's a big night here on Evenings LA, LALATE Live, Crypto Live, and Wall Street Live as the markets surge on one major announcement. Meta killing it overnight in corporate earnings release. The stock is up $36 today, 24%, surging the entire U.S. economy, also crypto, and signaling that a bull market is underway, followed up by Ford with massive sales of its trucks in the month of January. Boy, folks, we have a big broadcast tonight with massive stimulus checks as well. 2023 stimulus checks have passed for you, and we're going to go over how to get these huge 2023 stimulus checks passed for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income. We're going to go over all these incredible 2023 stimulus checks in tonight's broadcast. We're going to first go over the checks, how they became law, from Joe Biden, A to C, from the Congress, E to K, and then L to Q that I found thereafter. Then we'll go over to monster checks after that, a $500,000 stimulus checks. These incredible stimulus checks heat up this broadcast, but then later in the broadcast, we're going to go over the latest details of what's going on with this economy that is currently in a bull market run, not going into a recession. The latest heated up from Meta with a massive earnings beat overnight, propelling the U.S. economy and the Dow and the S&P to its best levels in nearly 6 months. Ford followed up thereafter with massive news of discretionary spending by the U.S. consumers. Their trucks are selling in record numbers than ever before. And later in this broadcast, we'll be jumping into crypto as Mana, Decentraland, on fire. The case on that massive news from Facebook overnight. And then we'll be jumping over the coins to swap. I first detailed them this morning on this channel, and look what they're doing right now. Plus, we'll go over that incredible membership newsletter that got a brand new face overnight. Now features everything from stimulus checks for SSI SSDI veterans, big stimulus checks, $500,000, and also features stocks, crypto, and gets updates throughout the day, and has had the latest details on where to get into and where to get it as quickly as you can. From the shores of Santa Monica, California, it's a big show tonight. I'm so excited you're here. Let's get to the breaking news, and all tonight for February 2023. The deliciousness starts right here, right now, as a big new show for Evenings LALATE in prime time starts right here from the shores of Santa Monica, California, this February 2023.